Hi friends, I'm Dr. Jeevat Ram. I will discuss about the dengue fever and its treatment. Dengue fever. Dengue virus most prevalent vector-borne viral illness in the world. Main mosquito vector is Aedes aegypti, year-round transmission. Dengue fever. WHO says some 2.5 billion people, two-fifths of the world's population, are now at risk from dengue and estimates there may be 50 million cases of dengue infection worldwide every year, epidemic in more than 100 countries. Dengue fever, genus Flavivirus, family Flaviviridae, also known as break-born fever, bone culture disease, dengue fever, Aedes aegypti, really the Aedes albopictus mosquito. Manifestations of dengue virus infection are symptomatic, undifferentiated fever, dengue hemorrhagic fever, dengue fever without hemorrhage, with unusual hemorrhage, dengue hemorrhagic fever, no shock, dengue shock syndrome. Virology. Flavivirus family, small enveloped viruses containing single-stranded positive RNA, 4 distinct viral serotypes, DEN1, DEN2, DEN3, DEN4. Dengue viruses, 4 closely related single-stranded RNA dengue viruses, DEN1, DEN2, DEN3, and DEN4. Each serotype provides specific lifetime immunity and short-term cross immunity. A person can be infected as many as 4 times, once with each serotype. All serotypes can cause severe and fatal disease. Pathophysiology. Transmitted by the bite of Aedes mosquito, Aedes aegypti. Incubation 3 to 14 days. Acute illness and viremia 3 to 7 days. Recovery or progression to leakage phase. Dengue mosquito. Aedes aegypti is the most important dengue mosquito. It breeds in collections of water close to dwellings. Common breeding sites are domestic water storage containers, tanks, jars, drums, flower vases with water, roof gutters, sunshades, used tires, discarded tins, cans, pots, yogurt cups, polythene bags, tree axles, and many more places where rain water collects. Disease factors. Dengue to serotype most virulent, increased severity with secondary infections, increased risk in children less than 15 years and elderly, greatest risk of dengue hemorrhagic fever in infants, more severe in females, increased mortality with comorbid conditions, less common in malnourished children. Replication and transmission of dengue virus. Virus transmitted to human in mosquito saliva. Virus replicators in target organs, local lymph nodes, liver. Virus infects white blood cells and lymphatic tissues. Virus released and circulates in blood. Second, mosquito injects virus with blood. Virus replicates in mosquito midgut and other organs, infects salivary glands. Virus replicates in salivary glands. Dengue clinical syndromes: undifferentiated fever, classic dengue fever, dengue hemorrhagic fever, dengue shock syndrome. Undifferentiated fever may be the most common manifestation of dengue. Prospective study found that 87% of students infected were either asymptomatic or only mildly symptomatic. Other prospective studies, including all age groups, also demonstrate silent transmission. Clinical characteristics of dengue fever: fever, headache, muscle and joint pain, nausea, vomiting, rash, hemorrhagic manifestations, retroorbital pain. Hemorrhagic manifestations of dengue: skin hemorrhages, petechiae purpura, ecchymosis, gingival bleeding, nasal bleeding, gastrointestinal bleeding, hematemesis, melena, hematuria, increased menstrual flow. Clinical case definition of dengue hemorrhagic fever. For necessary criteria: fever of recent history of acute fever, hemorrhagic manifestations, low platelet count, objective evidence of leaky capillaries, elevated hematocrit, low albumin, pleural or other effluents. Clinical case definition for dengue shock syndrome. For criteria for dengue hemorrhagic fever: evidence of circulatory failure manifested indirectly by all of the following: rapid and weak pulse, narrow pulse pressure, or hypotension for age, cold, clammy skin, and altered mental state. Frank shock is direct evidence of circulatory failure. For grades of dengue hemorrhagic fever: Grade 1, fever and non-specific constitutional symptoms. Positive tourniquet test is only hemorrhagic manifestation. Grade 2, Grade 1 manifestation plus spontaneous bleeding. Grade 3, signs of circulatory failure, rapid weak pulse, narrow pulse pressure, hypotension, cold clammy skin. Grade 4, profound shock, undetectable pulse and blood pressure. Danger signs in dengue hemorrhagic fever: abdominal pain, intense and sustained, persistent vomiting, abrupt change from fever to hypothermia with sweating and prostration, restlessness or somnolence. Unusual presentations of severe dengue fever: encephalopathy, hepatic change, cardiomyopathy, severe gastrointestinal hemorrhage. Signs and symptoms of encephalitis: encephalopathy associated with acute dengue infection, decreased level of consciousness, lethargy, confusion, coma, seizures, neutral rigidity, paresis. Physical examinations: non-specific findings, conjunctival injection, pharyngeal erythema, lymphadenopathy, hepatomegaly, 20 to 50%, macular or maculopapular rash 50%. Laboratory findings: leukopenia, thrombocytopenia, modest liver enzyme elevation. Serology: acute phase serum immunoglobulin M, ELISA, acute and convalescent immunoglobulin G. Heme agglutination inhibition assay is gold standard. Paired acute and convalescent HI assay positive if greater than 5-fold titer rise. Tourniquet test. The tourniquet test is performed by inflating a blood pressure cuff to a point midway between the systolic and diastolic pressures for 5 minutes. A test is considered positive when 10 or more petechiae per 2.5 cm are observed. In dengue hemorrhagic fever, the test usually gives a definite positive result greater than 20 petechiae. The test may be negative or mildly positive during the phase of profound shock. Dengue is currently classified as an emerging or re-emerging infectious disease. Overcrowded population, unplanned and uncontrolled urbanization, lack of effective mosquito control, increased air travel, decay of public health measures. Treatment: no specific therapy, supportive measures, adequate hydration, acetaminophen if no liver dysfunction. Avoid NSAIDs. Dengue hemorrhagic fever or dengue hemorrhagic fever with shock, IV fluid resuscitation and hospitalization, blood or platelet transfusion is needed. Treatment with corticosteroids shown not to reduce mortality with severe dengue shock. Two studies of 63 and 92 pediatric dengue hemorrhagic fever shock patients treated with hydrocortisone 50 mg per kg, 1 or methylprednisolone 30 mg per kg, 1 dose versus placebo. Study of 95 pediatric dengue hemorrhagic fever shock patients treated with carbazochrome sodium sulfate versus B vitamins for 3 days. Ribavirin very weak in vitro and in vivo activity against flaviviruses. Vaccination: no current dengue vaccine. Estimated availability in 5 to 10 years. Vaccine development is problematic as the vaccine must provide immunity to all four serotypes. Lack of dengue animal model. Live attenuated tetravalent vaccines under phase 2 trials. New approaches include infectious clone DNA and naked DNA vaccines. Differential diagnosis of dengue fever, hepatitis, tick-borne disease, Rocky Mountain spotted fever, malaria, yellow fever, meningitis, pediatrics, bacteremia and sepsis, pediatrics, meningitis and encephalitis. Prevention of dengue fever. Biological target larval stage of Aedes in large water storage containers. Larvivorous fish, Gambusia endotoxin producing bacteria Bacillus, copepod, crustaceans, mesocyclops, chemicals, insecticide treatment of water containers, space spraying, thermal fogs. Public health. Major and escalating global public health problem. Global demographic changes, urbanization and population growth with substandard housing, water and waste management systems. Deteriorating public health infrastructure with limited resources, resulting in crisis management, not prevention. Increased travel, lack of effective mosquito control. Important instructions for treatment of dengue hemorrhagic fever. Cases of dengue hemorrhagic fever should be observed every hour. Serial platelet and hematocrit determinations. Drop in platelets and rise in hematocrits are essential for early diagnosis of dengue hemorrhagic fever. Timely intravenous therapy. Isotonic crystalloid solution can prevent shock and lessen its severity. If the patient's condition becomes worse despite giving 20 ml per kg per hour for 1 hour, replace crystalloid solution with colloid solutions such as dextrine or plasma. As soon as improvement occurs, replace with crystalloid. In case of shock, give oxygen. For correction of acidosis, use sodium bicarbonate. What not to do? Do not give aspirin or brufen for treatment of fever. Avoid giving intravenous therapy before there is evidence of hemorrhage and bleeding. Avoid giving blood transfusion unless indicated. Reduction in hematocrit or severe bleeding. Avoid giving steroids. They do not show any benefit. Do not use antibiotics. Do not change the speed of fluid rapidly. Avoid rapidly increasing or rapidly slowing the speed of fluids. Insertion of nasogastric tube to determine concealed bleeding or to stop bleeding by cold lavage is not recommended since it is hazardous.